nominated for an Emmy, I think, for Eddie, the last Eddie Izzard special. And there's one, they did a David Cross, I think a Janine Garofalo or something. And they asked if I wanted to do one. I was like, yeah, my God, yeah. So this one we're shooting for this channel, and then down the road, like a longer version, I guess maybe would come out or something on DVD. But the one on my birthday, the one that we're shooting on August 2nd at the Count Basie, is being shot for TV. So if you come to that show, ba-bang, you're on TV.
Very cool.
Very nice. But and then the next day, I get on a plane and go to Sydney because I sold out the Sydney Opera House, boys.
Wow, good for you, man.
Thank you.
Whoa.
But that was cool. But then they were like, hey, man, we can add an extra day. And I was like, all right. And now I'm beyond halfway to selling out a second night at the Sydney Opera House.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That was a cool thing, man. People seem to know that place. Like, I didn't tell many people until one person I told, they were like, the Sydney Opera House? And I was like, yeah, you know it? They're like, it's in Finding Nemo.
That's the only place I know that, I don't know, it's where Cal Burnett did her show from live once.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's always been my dream to get up there and tug on my fucking ear. But yeah, that's the August 2nd, I guess, as you guys could, is the East Coast area, so cats could come to that. I wouldn't recommend flying to Australia and seeing me. I'll say the same things there that I say here.
That's a long flight.
But it is Australia. You can check out some other stuff.
So I got to buy. I've been on the road a lot, man. We took the Smodcast, the podcast, out like live and started doing it, and our friends started a podcast called Tell 'em Steve Dave, and now they're taking it out on the road like. Tomorrow night out here in Los Angeles, we're playing the Improv. Me and Mosier last month, we did our Smodcast live at the Improv and sold it out. It was really fun.
Holy
so now we're
shit.
doing it again tomorrow night with first our friends do their show, and then we follow and do our show. And then we get out on the road. We go to Tempe, Arizona, Las Cruces, New Mexico, Houston, Dallas, and then Columbus, Ohio.
That is a fucked up concept. Just
a great
like
concept,
taking
But
a
you know what it is, dude?
podcast on the road.
It's simple. It's you guys. It's basically if you guys took the show and just did it on the road.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like when you do it live in front of people. Same fucking thing.
We do a very different show live, though.
Oh, because you're feeding off that energy.
It's weird.
Yeah, we haven't done one in a while, but we do like doing them.
Well, when you guys come out, I opened up the world's first podcasting theater. It's called Smodcastle. And we went to the space on Santa Monica Boulevard. You go online, you could probably see pictures of it. It's badass. Done in the colors outside of the Oilers, which to you might read as like the colors of the Islanders. On the inside, all devils, like the carpet's all devils.
Oh, right on.
Red and black seats. But anyway, it's only a 50-seat theater. So, like, we have our opening night, official grand opening called Prima Nocta, July 25th. Like, we sold it out. 4 different shows. There's live Smodcast, live Tell 'em Steve Dave. Then we're doing this also, the show called Highlands, which is just us tracking our youth in our hometown. And then Katie Morgan is doing one called Having Sex with Katie Morgan. And all 4 of them happen that night, and then we record them in front of the audience, and they'll eventually all go up online. So we've got this whole, like, aside from the podcast we do, like, in the room quietly and whatnot, we've got this whole live component now that we keep adding to it. It's so much fun, dude. But it's like doing your show in front of people.
Kevin, you don't even have to tell us. We had that element. We loved it at the old place. And you've been to the old place.
Yeah, with the audience and whatnot. When you come out here, as I was saying, when you come out here, you got to play at that spot.
Oh, we would love to.
From there, we get a room full of 50 people there, and
that'd be great, yeah.
To broadcast from.
They didn't understand that was a great element that we had going on. So when they moved us over to the new building, we don't have the live audience anymore. It was cool to meet fans from, at times, all over the world just stopping by and checking out the show.
Right.
And we forgot about them after a while, but because you're trying to focus on doing a radio show. But
you guys should take it out anyway. Like, you know how musicians, like people in bands, they've got the album, and most of the record studio takes most of that. But the real meat is when they go out on the road and tour, man. That's where they get to keep all that money. You guys should, I know you do the show like 5 days a week, but you should set aside time, man, because it'll really recharge your batteries. To just you 3 go out to a club, do the same fucking thing.
Yeah, we'd probably do.
They'd probably tell us we can't.
Like, you know it. Like, you sit there, and fucking Jimmy knows it, of course, as well. There's a whole different vibe when you're doing it with other people standing there, because you're like, oh, shit, I got to be funny, man. I haven't heard laughs for me in a while. And so you're jockeying, and it creates a much funnier energy. You should do it, man, for yourselves. And plus, it'd be lucrative. You got an audience that would come out and pay $40, $50 a head to see you do it.
Well, then we're doing it.
And then they'd have to get 75%.
The company would take 75%. Yeah,
and we can't.
Really? Do they encroach on your personal dollars?
They're trying to encroach on everything.
The second it's anything that is related to Opie and Anthony, radio, broadcasting, whatever. They're like, hey, hello, page 936, paragraph 12.
Hey,
I mean, even if you're not earning from it, though, it's like consider it promotional. But more than promotional.
Oh,
it's just
Kevin,
good
don't
for
be
the,
silly.
It's good for the soul of a performer. You guys are performers. You know that. And
You're
it's
not
good to,
thinking like a suit.
recharge.
yeah, why don't you think like a suit?
Yeah, come on. No,
This is way too logical.
Get in your
Yeah,
little fucking room and don't look out any windows that you don't have.
exactly.
Too logical.
Depressing little room. The old one was good. It had little bleacher section and shit.
Yeah, little
This one is
portholes.
very like I remember you guys brought me in there. I was like, "Are you being punished again?"
We might as well be in the middle of the building. Like, you know, there's
You are kind
no
of-
natural light,
You're
nothing.
you're landlocked as Iowa, man.
Yes.
It speaks volumes that you set up all these studios. You're on the 40th floor in Times Square, and there's no windows.
And we can't see the wonderfulness of New York City.
Wouldn't you feed off the vibe of being way up in the clouds in Times Square
Would be
when
nice.
you're doing a radio show? But someone thought that was a dumb idea. But
Get out
whatever.
there. Get out. You got to get out there and touch the people.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. Hey,
He goes, yeah, man. It's been a while."
Yeah, man,
it
it's been
has. No, I'm trying to slightly move on because I want your take on the Mel Gibson tapes. And the only reason I ask you this is because a brand new tape just hit.
Which is it?
We haven't heard it yet. It was just delivered to me.
Tape
How
number
many
6.
fucking tapes? This dude is like Tupac with the amount of fucking, the amount of recordings that have been. He's like Prince. He's got a vault.
He
full of
just
fucking
can't stop. I think they were all made
Around the same
beforehand and then cut up and dished out at whatever
of
different
course,
time. You know?
Of course. Well, Radar Online, they were really smart. They knew they had gold, and they're thinking, why put a 30-minute tape out when we could just give them pieces at a time?
Here's the thing, man. People are like, oh, you got to learn that. That'll teach them. Don't talk on the phone like that. It's like, never mind talking on the phone. Just don't talk like that, period.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you can't live your life going, oh, if I don't talk like that on the phone, they'll never catch me. It's like, they'll never catch you if you're not a fucking animal. They
He
don't
just
talk like that
is.
anyway.
He's enraged.
Apparently, man.
He's
Anybody
enraged.
ever do anything to piss you off that much where you're like, I hope you get raped? Or
We've
not, I hope you get raped, but I wouldn't be surprised if you got raped.
We've talked about that, and I think a lot of people have said they've been, like I personally have been that angry. There's no way I could say I haven't been that angry, but I've never released it like that and taken it out on somebody and just yelled shit like that ever.
I have.
Ever.
Here's what we should all say. I've been that angry, and I've never had the moral courage that Mel has just to say it. Mel has committed the crime of being 100% honest.
I can ask Jimmy something. Did you just get a picture with Selena Gomez?
I did, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you Team Selena, Kevin?
Let me say.
Of the which two teams?
Well, you got Selena Gomez.
Team non-pederast.
And Miley Cyrus, I guess, are the big two.
Well, is there a team because at
How do I
one
zoom?
point they were fighting, or just because which one do I find more attractive?
Exactly. Which one you find more attractive?
I don't know. I got an 11-year-old daughter who lives too close to all of them, so I don't.
So you're out of this argument.
She took 2 pictures, me and an 8-year-old. There was a little girl waiting, and Liam he's like, Jim, you want to? I'm like, let her go. I had to let the kid go first. I would have been too cute.
How hot does she look in person?
She's very cute in person. She's
I don't know
pretty.
how old she is. I think she's getting up there finally.
She looks young though. It's not.
She still looks young?
I don't think she's sexy.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't mind that, but it's like it's not. She doesn't do it.
Just
for me.
turned 18, Jimmy.
Boo.
Who did?
Selena, so we can talk openly about her now.
The Wizards of Waverly Place.
That's right.
She just
I
turned
got a
18?
kid.
Yeah?
She watches those shows, man.
Fair game.
You watch those shows?
I've seen a few of them. I got a kid. I've seen a few episodes of Wizards of Waverly.
You know-
And I've seen the Wizards of Waverly Place movie.
You know what? They're not that bad, Kevin.
What, the shows?
They're not that bad.
No.
oh,
I mean,
shit.
look, trust me, I've had to watch a lot of kids' programming for the last 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
And you start to appreciate the ones that actually try.
If Opie starts coming in here praising Baby Einstein, I'm going to smack him in the head.
My kid's not watching this. I'm
Baby
watching this shit.
Einstein raised my kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Julie Inger Clark, this chick who came up with the concept of like shooting toys and putting it to classical music, and you pop a kid in front of it and they're just magnetized.
It's amazing.
My kid's watching TV already, 2 months old.
Yep.
It's amazing what they've come up with.
They have a Radiohead baby fucking thing I hear. That I want
Really?
to check out, yeah.
Show that kid fish heads, man. Give him
Yeah,
a
fish
sensuality.
heads.
You know what?
Show him some fucking Tool videos. That'll freak him out.
All right, Kevin, give me some advice on being a parent. One thing. One thing.
What do you got, girl or boy?
Boy,
Well,
one thing.
Let me see.
one tip. Something.
You're supposed to wipe from front to back.
Really? Why is that?
Because if you're wiping from back to front, you're wiping shit onto his balls.
There's nothing stranger than lifting up your kid's balls to fucking wipe the shit properly.
When they're 18.
I'm lifting up his tiny little fucking ball sack to make sure he's been wiped properly. It's really bizarre.
Thank you later, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I
He doesn't
hope
have
so.
shit on his balls.
When you're an old man, when you guys are tumbling on the front lawn, crashing through the screen door, fighting, you can be like, I lifted your balls when you were a baby.
Fuck you, man.
I wiped shit off of your Vas Devrins.
You don't understand me, Dad.
Your taint don't smell because of me, boy.
Fucking Kevin, right on.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's hear to Mel Gibson, man.
You want to hear it?